Hey there! Today I'm gonna show you how to get from this to this. Before we can install the new car stereo, we have to remove the old one out. And I found this old subwoofer lying around the house, so we have to run the cables for it from the radio down through the middle and through here. And also I have a rear view camera, so we need to have some cables for it as well. This is the radio I've chosen. It's the Johnson car multimedia radio, 10 inches display. The thing was important for me that it has Apple CarPlay with the wireless one, so it has that. This is what you get in a box. The display looks pretty good. Some cables, and also in the other box that came with it was the car specific frame and the cables to work with the Peugeot Boxer. The seller actually asked which year the car was, and he also asked me to send the pictures of the current radio that I have, so this should be plug and play. To get the old radio out, you need special tools. Since I don't have any, I'm gonna try to use something like this and a screwdriver. And then I have some trim removal tools. Let's see how that goes. Oh, it goes. Alright. That actually works. Push the other side in as well. Oh shit. Okay, let's try on the other side as well. Tight. Are you kidding me? It's that easy. Is that so easy? Don't buy special tools. Just use something you can put inside. The old radio is out. Okay, so let's carefully unplug all the old connectors. The antenna. Trying to wiggle those out. Maybe that's the hardest part. That's it for this video. I cannot get it out. I sprayed some brake cleaner, just a little bit, and I could wiggle it out. Good. Step 1 complete. Alright, so next I'm gonna try to remove this compartment. I see some screws over there. Two on the bottom. Let's unscrew them and see how it goes. Okay, so at the bottom you have normal screws, like a cross. And up here is Torx 25. Oh, this goes up into the rail here. Alright. Okay, let's take the bottom ones. Okay, that's great. Let's see some Torx screws way behind over there. I hope you can see it. Also on the other side as well. So I see a few more screws over here. So much dust over here. Oh, there's also two over here. Maybe that's what's holding everything. Okay, we have movement. Still can't get it out. Alright, looks like I found what's holding it all together. There are some hex screws, one on each side. These were holding it up. Alright, so I've got the other screw out as well, and it should go out now nicely. Okay. Let's play around a bit, and it goes out. Alright, so as you can see, I can put my fingers from the bottom. So the cables will run down, so it will go down beneath the battery compartment somewhere here, and back to the subwoofer and camera. Alright, so let's open up the battery compartment now. You can use a coin to do that, or a big screwdriver. Alright, so here's that. Alright, so it looks like we have some nice channel here. We can use it. There's also a similar lid like in the front or behind the seats. Let's open this up as well. Oh, that's where the fuel pump is. Let's see if I can squeeze the cables through. Can I lift it up? I think I can. So I got all the wires connected. That has to go to the stereo or the battery. The remote cable, which is blue. Camera feed. Camera live wire, I think. The subwoofer line-in cable. Negative cable and the positive for the amp to the subwoofer. And I have to push these over there and up to the radio. Okay, stage 1. Sure, I have all the cables. Alright, let's try to put these over there. Halfway point. I really hope I have the right wire for the camera feed. Yeah, it should be like that, but the Chinese instructions are not that great. Alright. So this one has to go for the battery or on the chassis somewhere. Let's put on the chassis this one. And the others go to the radio. After a lot of pulling and sweating, the cables are here. And now I can install the head unit. But the frame, it doesn't look like it's gonna... Yeah, it will require some cutting. Cut these tabs off, maybe these ones as well. And then it should work. I mean, you can see clearly it's going against some plastic beneath. So yeah, the frame definitely does not fit, and I'm not willing to cut something over here. So I'll just make some pictures and ask the seller if there's an option to get the right frame, or do I have to modify it? I'll let you know what he told me, or if he answers. He should answer. But now I'm just gonna try to plug in the radio and see if it works actually. So this is the cable set that was sent for this car. So the car pins, okay, that's in. That's the CAN controller, something like that. I think that's for the steering controls. And this is where we shall plug in our amp, I think, because the color at least matches. The active sub. Let's put the main plug in and see if that works. I think it's in. I should turn on ignition and it should turn on, I think. And it's working. Okay, so that works. Now I just have to get the frame and plug everything in and we'll be good to go. Would you look at this? Beautiful. Straight on, you can go to YouTube. Okay, we need some internet. Anyhow, let's turn it off for now. Oh, just like that. And get the frame sorted, the wiring, and we'll see how it goes. So after a few weeks, I've got a new frame for the radio, but unfortunately it also doesn't fit. So it's like before, it hits the things over here, and these tabs don't have anywhere to grab onto. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna stick with the original one, the one that came first, and I'm gonna trim this off and this one's off and see if it helps to push it in somehow. What the hell? That's why you wear these. Jeez. Alright, new cutting disc and take 2. Jesus fucking... No, that's Aldi quality. Because I bought this thing from Aldi. Surrender. One done. What I'm gonna do here, just firstly remove the metal pins. And then should go easily with a Dremel. It's the 3rd disc. Let's test fit the frame. Wrong side. Still nowhere near. Let's grind some more off. So now looks like these tabs are in the way. Oh wow. I think we're in. Of course there's this gap over here, but it's That's a problem for another day, I would say. Let's just fine-tune some things. Not that bad, not that bad. I just now have to make it stick here. So there are clips that are gonna be mounted over here that should hold on the top part of the console. But I'm still worried about the bottom ones. Why isn't it clicking over here? Alright, so I mounted the brackets. They came with a first frame and it doesn't hold. It does not hold. Maybe a tiny bit on the top, but on the bottom it's loose as hell. Alright, so change of plans. I'm trying to work any of these frames work. So I'm trying to put some more plastic on the frame number 1, the original one that came with the radio, so that it clicks into the top part, and then I'll do the bottom part, which should be just putting some plastic tabs here. Should be quite easy if the top part works. Hello. So looks like my plan is working. I put some tabs and they are clicking into the console. I've also have sorted out the cables. The channels were mixed up. Left, right, left, front, back. I fixed that. Run the cable to the back. Checked if the subwoofer is working. This one's for the camera. Subwoofer remote, camera cable, sub. Everything working like it should. So it looks like we're moving in the right direction and I can already start putting things in. Alright, so the next step is to glue some plastic bits over here and here. And then the frame tabs will have somewhere to grab onto. So I've decided to take this thing out as well because it's useless. It's held up with 2 screws over here from the bottom and 2 in the back. They are Torx 25s. And I'm gonna replace it with a tray where you can put your mobile phone or something in. I don't have a tray right now. I still have to buy it. But when it comes, I think I'm just gonna use those 2 back screws because I won't have access to these when I put the radio in, and in case I want to change something for the cables or whatever, I will have access to the back of the radio by removing the tray. So here I'm gonna put the GPS and the mobile antennas. You just have to glue them on. These are the bits that I'm gonna glue on. A little bit brake cleaner to degrease the surfaces. So I'm using the 2-component glue, which dries pretty fast. The pieces. This one's going here, and the other one goes here. Alright, so let's let the glue dry and see you in a bit. Until the glue dries, I think I'm gonna mount the frame already to the stereo. So it's held up by 5 screws that come in the package. The screws. So I'm gonna start plugging in all the cables and push the radio in. Antenna. The GPS antenna. I really hope I will push it in and it stays like forever in there. No wobbles, no nothing. Aerial. Yeah, just to mention, I also checked if the steering controls work. Yes, they do. Alright, so the harness. Steering wheel, controls, cable, the USB for your flash drive or something. What else? Subwoofer, very important. Camera. Okay, this one's the camera's power, I think. This one goes to the amplifier. RAM remote to turn it on. Oh, the main harness cable. The microphone. Alright, Android starting. Okay. Now the stuff's working. The moment of truth. That's all. Wasn't very easy, I would say. I mean, it would be way easier if the frame would have fit. But yeah, it's also doable if you don't have a right frame. Yeah, as I said, it's a little wobbling, but I will put some hot glue or some silicone over on the top, and yeah, that should be fine for now. Let's see if the bass is working. So yeah, I have some nice controls over here. I can mute the speakers and then okay, so thank you very much for watching, and please consider subscribing for my upcoming adventures. If you have any questions, you cannot get something to work on your car, don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, see you in the next one.